I first met Mr. Buie in the late 80s. It was at a Southside Bank board meeting. It was when I first started attending board meetings. And my first impressions were, this is a man that a lot of people listen to and respect his opinion. He doesn't talk all the time, but when he does talk, people definitely listen.
Many years ago, the chamber had never had a woman chair. When he was chair-elect, he was part of the nominating committee, and he recommended that I be his chair-elect. So I got a call one day, and he said, I got some folks that we want to come over and visit with you, and he came over to my office and sat down and said, have we got a deal for you? And he said, we've had all these guys on the wall for years, and it's time for a change, and I think you're the right person.
Well, I first met Herb probably 45 to 48 years ago. I was working at a little plant that burned in '94 out on Highway 850. And I remember I was making a soy patty and I ran out of soy. And so in desperation, I went to Tyler Pack and asked them if I could borrow some soy till I got my shipment in. And they said, well, you need to talk with Mr. Buie. And that was my first time to meet him, and he was just so friendly and so upbeat and glad to help, and it just started our relationship off on a good foot.
The first time I met Herb was before I even met the man. Before moving to Tyler, I was being interviewed for the job at the East Texas Food Bank, and Howell was the board chair at the time, and I went through the process with the selection committee and everything, and it came down to where they wanted to make a job offer to me, and told me, but you'll have to meet Mr. Buie and he'll have to bless you. I said, oh, okay, so he's got the, one of the final says. He says, no, you don't understand. He's going to have to bless you. I said, oh, okay. So then I got it. I got blessed by Herb, and I've been blessed by him ever since.
I first heard the name Herbert Buie in August of 2001 as a young missionary. Was writing a letter to Rose Heights Church in care of Herbert Buie, thanking them on behalf of their generosity to help me in my first line of ministry. Little did I know that fast forward a few years that I would marry someone from Rose Heights and have the privilege to meet him in person, and now to have such an incredible friendship and to work alongside of him at Rose Heights is an incredible blessing.
I remember sitting beside Herb when he bought all the property for the UT Health project out in the Owentown area. I just remember sitting beside Herb, and his left leg was jumping up and down, and I said, are you nervous? And he said, I'm spending a lot of money today and it's all mine. And I would say directly, Herb's actions of buying all that property that day have made all that expansion in the Owentown area possible today.
Mr. Bowie's been a member of the East Texas State Fair Board for a number of years. There's evidence out there now of what they laid the groundwork for many years ago when they bought some acreage out west of town. And actually this year is the first year they were able to move the fair to those new fairgrounds, and it was certainly a result of those people that had the foresight enough to go and buy that property to have a new, more spacious place to have the East Texas State Fair.
I've only been fortunate to see maybe a half of Herb's impact with the food bank, but I like to think of it as probably the most important half, because it all came to fruition through our friendship and through our partnership on the board. He was one of the founding board members here. He goes back a long, long time and has had a lot of influence at the food bank. And the work that we did here was profound. And this organization and the city, as you see his name and Melvina's name everywhere, would not be the same without him.
Thank you, Mr. Buie, for who you are, what you stand for, what you mean to me personally, and what you mean to this community.
I would like to join with all the people in Tyler and East Texas and congratulate you on this wonderful award from United Way. It's certainly well deserved, and I know that Mel is smiling down and celebrating with you today.
Herb, I'm so excited that you're being honored once again, but it's so earned. I love the impact that you've made on my life and the life of many other people, and the life on the organizations that impact our greater community.
Thank you for all the years of mentoring me, making me a better leader, and all the people that we've fed together. It has just been amazing. And also thank you so much for your friendship and everything that you've meant to me, and all those cups of coffee that you bought me at Dairy Queen. I'll never forget it. I love you, Herb. Thank you.
Mr. Buie, congratulations on your recognition tonight with United Way. I can't think of anybody more deserving of this recognition, and congratulations to you and all those tonight at United Way for what United Way does in the community.
Brother Buie, I love you. Thank you so much for your influence in my life and the lives of many others. When I think of you, I think of Paul's words to Philemon when he says this: as often as I think of you, I remember you in my prayers and I give thanks to God. He says in that passage, your love has brought me great joy and encouragement because you, brother, have refreshed the hearts of the Lord's people. Thank you so much for all that you're doing. Congratulations on this honor. You are well deserving. We love you.